Hello and welcome back for another hour of Devastation Draft League. This is Oldmanpoole. I have to apologize, I haven't been posting for about a week now. Did a family vacation and kind of just been busy with work and a couple of other engagements and haven't really had enough time to devote to Magic, but hopefully you are understanding. I missed you, hopefully you missed me. I'm really tempted to take the Crested Sunmare here and just go for it. You do really want to get some lifelink to really get this going, but if you can even make one horse, it's just absurdly good. It's possible we could get the Dune Diviner back here. There are other good cards in the pack. Eternal Harsh Truths can be pretty good if you can get it through. Sharpshooters is powerful, Puncturing Blow. Yeah, good stuff. But Sunmare, gotta go for it. Gotta go for it. Ooh, wow, this is a heck of a pack. Wow. So Dauntless Haven's good, but I don't think it's as good as Burning Fist Minotaur, Abrade, or Ambuscade. That's kind of crazy that Dauntless Haven's the fourth pick out of this pack. I think that the reds or the green is better enough that we should shift. I probably should just take Raid. I think it's the best card in the pack here. Alright. Well, that is a loaded pack. It's a little bit unfortunate because I'm going to be putting a friend into red, but that's funny. We just played a white-red deck. Okay. Open fire. Wow. Okay, I think red's pretty open here. Let's pick that guy up. Haven't seen tons of white in our first couple of picks. Kenner Scrapper. Not happy to take that either. Could take an Ambuscade and just give up on the Sunmare and say that red-green's pretty good. Our Promise is a real powerful effect, but you have to be ramping and you have to be willing to pick up a lot of deserts. I'm not sure we are. We could just take the Kenner Scrapper because we're positive we'll play it. We already passed one Ambuscade. It's close. I think I'm going to take the Scrapper. I think this is a pretty great 3-drop. It's not as good as Ambuscade is, but I'd like to play the Sunmare too in a perfect world. That might be questionable. White-red is going to not have a ton of life gain as it is. Maybe we should just take the better card. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Ambuscade after all. Kenner Scrapper is good, but okay. Still not tons of white, so maybe the Crested Sunmare will just be relegated to the sideboard, unfortunately. Do we want a Devastator here or a Hippo? Hippo's better if we end up in the kind of late game, just really good. Green, splash lots of different things. Probably Devastator's a little bit better if we're very aggressive. I think the Hippo's less likely to come back around though, so I'm gonna take the Hippo here. Okay, and Aronis' Stalwart, not bad. Don't hate Manolith, which with 3 removal spells we could kind of shift into just a crazy play everything deck. Maybe we should. Maybe Manolith's better. I'm not wild about aggressive decks a lot of the time in Hour of Devastation. So sure, maybe we'll try and just start picking all the good stuff. Okay. Not much for us here. Kindled Fury would be okay if we were in a beatdown deck, but not exciting otherwise. Guess we could pick up Razaketh's Right. It does work fairly well with this sort of deck if we end up with a really balmy card. Maybe just Survivor's Encampment. Yeah, I guess if we end up playing a play everything sort of deck, it's pretty good. Beneath the Sands is, I think, better than Traveler's Amulet. Again, if we're playing that sort of deck. I do think it's open. We're seeing lots of cards that fit into it. And it's sweet. You can just kind of play all your best cards. Kind of what my opponent in the last match did. Someone did pick up the Dune Diviner. It's a little bit interesting. Ooh. Oh, no, sorry. I guess that's this pick. Ooh. So here comes the choice. Do we play Dune Diviner and just get in with the value on the Sunmare? Or we take the Sharpshooters, which is just a better card. Or the Camel. Camel's a little bit of a compromise card. Works well with deserts. It's a little bit close. Maybe let's take the Camel. Okay, let's take the Camel here. Let's go for it. We want the Sunmare to be good, right? We're gonna do it. Another Beneath the Sands or Traveler's Amulet? Probably another Beneath the Sands. They're nice because they always cycle away if you don't need them to. Probably not going to play any of these here. I guess maybe the Wretched Camel is the best card. I guess I guess we're probably going to be base greens. Maybe Sandwall as a sideboard card once in a while. Okay, Servants. Okay, so maybe we'll end up just being like a green-white with some random advantage, just splashing a good couple of red cards. That's definitely possible. I don't know. The Dune Diviner, maybe we should have gone for it. It would have been pretty sweet. Welcome, Ben Barricade, to the stream. Ooh, well, there's Samut. And Sand Strangler. Whew, man. It's gotta be Samut, I'm pretty sure. But Sand Strangler is definitely a card. Unfortunately, we're not gonna see it come back around. I guess we're not heavy on deserts right now, but I think Samut's just gonna be good pretty much period, however the deck turns out here. I can take a Shafet Dunes here over anything else. Tormented Venom is really good. It's not easily splashable. And even Enduring Hope's also powerful, but I kind of like having deserts to turn on our Solitary Camel, especially if we get another one. Okay, ooh, well, Sandblast too. Not seeing much in the way of green. I guess Feral Prowler's fine. Well, and Tenacious Hunter. I take it back. There's a good green here. I think we're probably gonna take Tenacious Hunter. Yeah, it's just a pretty solid green card. I think we are going to be base green. I'm not sure how much white we'll be playing outside the Sunmare, which I kind of would like to do. The Dutiful Servants are definitely fine, but not exciting. I think the Hunter's better than Sandblast, especially with a couple of removal spells already. Sandblast is pretty reasonable, though, too. Okay. Don't think this is a Razaketh deck. Zero the Anointed, sweet, but I don't think this is that sort of deck either. Probably just gonna take the Aven of Enduring Hope here. Pretty good, catches you up a little bit in the late game. A reasonable flying body. Yeah, Sandwater Nog would be fine, but Aven seems pretty good. Ooh, okay. Couple of good deserts here. Man, another Solitary Camel. I'm hoping a couple will come back from earlier, though. So I think we are more base white than red, so I think I'm going to take the Desert of the True, but hope to see that Solitary Camel, or at least a Solitary Camel. You can take a Catcher's Last Mercy for the ultimate Wombo combo, but I think that Solitary Camel is just better. I mean, recast a... it's not green, that's right. Well, the God's Perils Faithful would be a little bit sweet if we were white-red on its own. I think we're enough in green, though, that the Solitary Camel is just going to be better. It's a little bit nice that we've opened so many of those. Appeal to Authority is not really what we're hoping to do, right? Yeah. I can take Dunes of the Dead. Right now we only have Shafet Dunes to get rid of it. It's probably not worth it just as playing a bad version of Survivor's Encampment. I think we'll take Saving Grace. Card is pretty good a lot of the time. But we didn't really see any of the Forgotten Pharaohs, which have been pretty good. I guess Sentinel is fine. We can maybe splash like Scrounger of Souls. It's probably too ambitious though. Okay, did get another Solitary Camel. I'd like to pick up at least one more desert in the Amonkhet packs, just to make sure that those get going. But we have Solitary Camels, Crested Sunmares for days, and Samut. That's pretty good. Maybe that's enough to win. Ambuscade looks a little bit bad in this deck, just because we're pretty light on creatures, but not like it's a drought either. I definitely think that a person passing to us here is in green, but we haven't passed a whole lot, so hopefully we see some more in the last pack. Sidewinder Nog is fine. Probably not something we're hoping to play, but it's not terrible. Yeah, okay, yeah. Solitary Camels are definitely better versions. Getting those pretty late, which is nice. I have almost no 2-drops, which is a little bit concerning. Like I said, you really want to have some of those Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs to get there on that. I don't think we're playing Manaleith. I think the Beneath the Sands is just sufficient. Okay, so we've got 2 pretty good bombs, some reasonable late games, some good removal, tons of camels. Those will do a pretty good job of keeping us alive if we can find a desert. I need to take deserts wide aggressively in the next pack, even if they're kind of poopy. Maybe Godfrey's Faithful is just not that bad. gaining 1 life to get a horse is quite good, and we do need low drops just to keep us alive in some cases. Ooh, Archfiend. I guess we don't have a ton of synergy with that. Fiend is very, very good, though. We have cycling for the Beneath the Sands. Probably too ambitious to play that. On the other hand, what are we taking out of this pack? Trueheart Duelist, just a fine blocker. Bitterblade Warrior, which is Yep, Trueheart Duelist. We do need 2 drops. If we end up with getting one of the Gift of Paradise, though, we probably play the Archfiend, and Archfiend is just pretty gross. We get there. Duelist gives us a lot to do early on, though. Maybe we just take the Duelist. Maybe we just be a little bit more cautious with our picks. We need 2 drops pretty bad. I don't know. I'm not sure that's correct, but... Okay, what do we got here? I don't think Pyramid of the Pantheon's a thing. Play the Even Wind Guide, which is just a fine card. Cartouche of Ambition's kind of tempting to splash, but again, it's not the best. You don't have tons of creatures. We have solitary camels that hopefully will be lifelinking anyway a lot of the time. You just take Gustwalker because it's just the best card, although we're not going to win from beatdown very often in this deck. Well, a little bit of random damage never hurt anybody either. Splash for Cartouche is maybe the question. I do like that card an awful lot. It does work fairly well with Sandmare. A little bit of advantage with Tenacious Hunter, but not huge. Yeah, I think we like it better in Gustwalker. I just don't think that Gustwalker is really what we're trying to do with this deck. Cartouche of Ambition does represent a pretty powerful effect. Okay, Trial of Solidarity, also great. Not great for this deck, though. King Beetle? Wow. King Beetle's pretty unexciting, but I think it's probably the pick. Ugh, gross. Probably better than Supply Caravan. Alright. Maybe we actually, probably Painted Bluffs. Who am I kidding? Painted Bluffs is a very real card. It helps us find our mana, and we need deserts. Yeah. Colossipede, probably the pickup here. Pretty reasonable, pretty big body, which we need a couple more of in the stack. Weaver of Currents, we're not really in that deck. Probably take the Initiate's Companion here, though. Over Cradle the Accursed. Yeah, we saw a couple Cradles earlier, which might still have come back around. We do need 2 drops pretty desperately. Okay, Devoted Cropmate is probably worse than Colossipede here. I do like the Cropmate a lot in some decks, but... And I guess Sacred Cat, another reasonable sideboard card. Time to Reflect's not really what we're hoping to do, I don't think. Impeccable Timing, actually. This late is pretty good. Unrekudu would also be fine, but Impeccable Timing is not a bad pickup. Kind of want to find like 1 more desert. Ooh, there's another Cradle. How greedy do we be? This one did come around. It's a good chance we'll see the next one. Not absurd. We do really want 1 more desert. Right now we have only 2 2-drops though. I think Shepherd's fine to do something early on too. Or you just get run over though a lot of the time. Although we have a lot of life gain, a lot of other things. I think let's just make sure we can turn on our camels. We might regret that because I wouldn't be surprised if we see another Cradle come up in the next couple of picks, but I think the deck really, really wants it, so. Okay, Supply Caravans, fine. Probably not Shed Weakness. I guess it's not bad. Random Combat Trick. Caravan provides a lot of maneuvering room, though, late game. Yeah, I don't know if we're winning with combat tricks very often. Okay. Yeah, I guess take another one. We do have the opportunity to jump over the 4 slot a fair amount of the time. Yeah, it looks like we're glad we took that Cradle, so cool. Anointed Priest, that is something we'll probably play, just because we need 2 drops. Okay, well, our curve looks stupidly bad, but I think the deck has a reasonable chance here. Let's look at everything. Glad to have 5 deserts, even if 2 of them are colorless and 2 of them, or 1 of them's colorless and 2 of them are kind of awkward colorless. They still will let us find our cards. Let's see. Oh, this is bringing. I don't think this Assigned Wander is going to make it compared to all the solitary camels in the world. Do we need Godpharaoh's Faithful? It is more life gain, but I mean, we're not going to find the Crescent Sunmare every game either. I do think we probably want 2 Beneath the Sands, especially because they cycle away. I don't know if Saving Grace is that absurd in this deck, though. Maybe something to bring in out of the sideboard. Probably not going to play 2 Survive. Supply Caravans. Saving Grace ends up being pretty good with, like, the camels, I guess. Cartouche, I think, is not bad either. Really good if we can put on one of our big threats. Not going to cut any of those, I think. So yeah, maybe... I'm not sure I want more than 8 spells. Maybe Saving Grace is better. Not real wild about like Godpharaoh's Faithful. It is a situational life gain, although I guess for 4 cards in the deck. I think we'll only board this thing if we're really facing something aggressive though. Steadfast Sentinel's not that exciting. We could pull that out. Maybe another Supply Caravan's not that great either. Although we're kind of hoping to get up in our curve too. Beneath the Sands. Removal. Yeah, I don't know if I know about Saving Grace. Okay, I think I like this a little bit better. This gives us a good number of creatures that we can play, which we want to have for both Cartouche and Ambuscade. And hopefully just roll well until we hit a Crested Sunmare or a Samut, and hopefully defend them well enough that they can win us the game. Okay, I think the deck is sweet. I don't know if it's absurdly good, but it is definitely sweet. I think we're going to be pretty heavy on the green here, because we want to play Beneath the Sands, and that can find us for other colors if necessary. So 1 black for sure, or we could just splash it off Survivor's Encampment and play Painted Bluffs. Maybe that's okay. Kind of like having the option to go and get it though. Maybe just 1 red, 1 black. Or like 1 red gets milled though, we're in such a bad spot. Okay, right now we have 2 over there. 12 to work with. I think we want to be heavier green. I think we probably want at least 7 green sources to make sure we can play Beneath the Sands, and maybe even 8. Which means then we're playing very few white. So maybe playing Swamp is just stressing us a little bit too much. That gives us 4 white sources on its own. 8 green. I really wish that the Beneath the Sands could go and grab us one of our deserts. Maybe we should be playing the Manolith instead of Beneath the Sands. That does fix us for all of our colors. Yeah, maybe Cartouche Ambition is just a little bit too much. We have a lot of lifelink as it is, and I think that just not hurting our mana is a benefit. Because this will make us look a lot less sketchy, I think. I guess 1 land less sketchy, but it means we can consistently use the Beneath the Sands to get our mountains too. Okay, so if we've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can play 7 green with the Painted Bluffs and Survivor's Encampment as backup, which is not exciting. But then we've got 5 white with the other 2 as backup. Really want to hit 1 desert, but maybe create all the Accursed, just we can't afford to play it. Or makes our mana worse, certainly. And our mana's already pretty sketchy. Maybe I should just not be fighting it, we just play the Manolith. That gives us a source of everything, which helps a lot. Especially when we're trying to play like Crested Sunmare and the like. Yeah, okay. So let's play the Manolith. Cut 1 Beneath the Sands. That's probably just correct, right? It's better. Beneath the Sand cycles, but I think I'm getting too caught up in that. Which means in that case, I think we do play the Cartouche. Hero of Saving Grace. 1, 1, and then play 5 base, 6. It's still rough, isn't it? Chargers and Encampment and Payne's Bluffs can help us, but they're slow and kind of awkward. I guess it's a little bit less important for us to have green immediately if we have Beneath the Sands. It's Manolith instead of Beneath the Sands. We could play like 6, Sword to 8, and 6, Sword to 8. 1, 1. Ugh. That's still too bad, I think. Alright, Cartouche comes out. We've changed this like 5 times, but that's okay. Saving Grace. All of our land real fast. I'm gonna redo that. Bring in those guys. Leave out the Cradle of the Accursed. Then we go 1 red source with 2 things to go and find it. And 6 white sources. Or I guess 7 white sources. 8 green sources. I'm assuming we can get to Manolith. Okay. Alright, I think that feels... Oh, we can get 1 more. So 6. So I guess maybe 1 more plains. Alright, 1 more plains. Yeah, I think we're okay with just a couple of random mountain effects. I don't know, although 7... is 8, kinda. This can bring us up to 9 plains, kind of. 7... Okay. I've thought about it enough. I think this is fine. We'll bring in the Cartouche if we feel like it's necessary. We have a lot of life gain anyway, which is a lot of the appeal. Alright, Dex looks fun, exciting, hopefully good. Hopefully have enough deserts. See you guys for match 1.